There might have been a bit of a double up with the audio just then. But yeah, Ahmed, legend in Australia for swimming. He's a Paralympian and just an all-round nice guy.
He is. Lovely guy.
And so he's here today to come present some medals and chat to the kids, and he might pop on the mic a bit later.
Yeah. So they're probably just giving these girls a chance to regroup after that false start, and then we'll be testing all the equipment again to make sure everything's functioning correctly.
So we had a fantastic day yesterday, we were just saying earlier, where Baldwin High School took out the championship.
They did. It was very close though, only 10 points between first and second, with Maribyrnong coming in second place.
And then Girton Grammar School chasing it up, but very, very close with Baldwin and Maribyrnong 1 and 2, which is what we'd like to see. We were here, and they were saying on the last race it was coming down to the points that was...
It was all to do with the points from that last relay.
Yeah, going to be earned. So the relays can make a difference. Now it's just some really good school spirit as well. There's lots of teammates and colleagues. You can tell I'm out of school for a while.
School buddies.
School buddies. Up in the crowd to support. And lots of relay entries.
Yeah.
Which is really good to see. And looks like we're getting
girls
started
are up
again.
On the blocks again. Here we go. So this is the 50-metre breaststroke, just all 50-metre individual races today. So these girls being 9 or 10, most of them would be their first state championships.
Yeah, the littlies especially. They haven't done a lot of swimming the past few years or coming back.
Cecilia Yang from Camberwell Girls in lane 4 is sprinting away from the rest of the pack.
Looking really smooth. She's definitely swimming her own race just there. Just coming underneath the flags. And it's going to be a really tight one for second across lanes.
41.73. That's a really good time. Very close to that record held by Molly Batchelor.
Wow, there is a lot of cheers coming from the crowd for second and third just there. So Emily Protractor in second. And then it was Arabella Chapman in third. So congrats to the girls. Our first swim of the day, a big one for the little ones.
And next up we'll have our 9 and 10-year-old boys.
And the girls are, out of breath as they come out of the pool just now as well, which means, they've given it their all.
Yep. And the boys are off.
Yeah, it's their turn now. Just chatting yesterday that breaststroke is one of the most technical events.
Yes, it certainly is. Lots of things to get right.
And Jaden Zhang from Mont Albert just in the lead here. The yellow cap on in lane 5. And then Gianluca in 4, Jacob in 3, and Jack chasing as well in lane 2.
Jaden's pulling away here.
Really strong touch at the wall too.
44.67.
Normally they look up at the scoreboard for the first thing, but he's looking up at the crowd.
Looking for mum or dad.
Yeah. Finding someone who's here supporting.
Yeah.
And if you can't support here at MSAC in Albert Park in Melbourne, you're listening in and watching and supporting, from wherever you are.
Yeah. From home, from work.
technology is just fantastic. So
it is, absolutely.
It's amazing that we can bring this to you, and a big thank you to School Sport Victoria for having this live stream on for everyone to have access to this event.
Yep. So now we move up an age group to the 11-year-olds.
And away we go into our third event already. We've got our 50s, and they're only going to get faster and faster.
Yes, as they get older.
Yep. And a really close one across the board just here already, from lanes 2 to 5.
Certainly couldn't pick a winner from here.
But just getting away. So you're looking at Adelaide Ripper from Gippsland in 3, Imogen Murray in lane 4 from Sandringham, and Elsa Wang in lane 5, just out in front here as they get under the flags. Also chasing him is Helena.
And Elsa gets... Oh, I think Elsa got the win. I don't know if that touch that we're seeing on the screen is correct. Well, fair. There we go. So Elsa, 41.32.
And the girls are super keen. They know it was a close one. They're popping up over the side of the blocks to check out their time on the big screen. And we were saying that, it could be their first swim here at MSAC in the big pool.
And a lot of these kids come from a long way away too, from the country areas. We've got Yarrawonga and Mansfield.
Gippsland.
Yep.
Mildura we had yesterday as well. Wodonga.
Golden Valley. That's, Victoria is a very big place, and lots of students have gone through their region carnivals to make the state champs here today.
Yeah, but super exciting. I thought maybe, not many have had a big screen, up just at the end of their race to pop over and see their name. Seeing it on the screen is quite special, and their
exciting.
And their time as well.
Okay, so these are our 11-year-old boys.
In third place, Arabella, St Mary's Primary School. In second place, Emily.
Stroke rhythm just here.
A lot of these names are familiar to me from when I was running the region carnivals with the timing equipment. So a lot of these kids I've seen come through their divisions, districts and regions to make it here today.
And it's Ashton Wilson from Bowen.
There we go. Ashton, a time of 39.63, so that's a pretty good time. And now we move up to our top age at the ripe old age of 12 and 13. These will be our Year 6 students. Some of these, all of these will probably be their last year of primary school sport before they move into secondary in 2023.
Yeah. And school and schedules has probably been a little bit busier this year.
Okay, the girls are off.
And so also a lot of girls have a growth spurt at around this time as well.
They do.
So coming out strong here at the moment is Leona Low-Hermans from Dolben Primary School in lane 4. She's looking very confident. She's also got a Nuttawading cap on, so she's trained by a very good club for breaststroke as well. Behind her is Allegra in lane 5, and then Catherine lane 3.
Leona first to touch at a time of 40.82. And now we'll have our last of our breaststroke events with our boys 12-13 age group. So with the primary school students, they can do 2 individual events and 2 relays. So there's the medley relay and the freestyle relay. So not as many events as the secondary kids, but once they get up to that secondary level, there's many more events to compete in and choose from.
Look, I don't think that's a bad thing. If you've entered
No.
4 events for today across, the 2 events and then the relays, you're going to be, a pooped primary school kid
You will.
at the end of the day. We've just got here our boys 12 to 13 breaststroke now. And a bit more power in the pool here, you can see the speed.
And I imagine that's Harold out in front, if I can see right.
It's Xavier Eagle at the moment
Yeah.
in 4, and then Harold is
chasing him
he's
down.
catching him. He's just come out in front. It's going to come down to the touch on the wall here.
Yep. Oh, I'm not sure. Harold's time hasn't... Well, it did come up. We'll see if it adjusts. Yeah, so Harold did get in first there in a time of 37.86.
And yeah, you really have to stretch out and push that touch roll long and hard with those hands and arms.
So now we're moving on to butterfly. Back to the youngest girls' age group. So,
and this is going to be the sweetest event, I think, Deb. The butterfly. Oh, even, adults struggle to do butterfly.
they do. I couldn't do it.
Look, you wouldn't want to see me do it at the moment as well. But, they're going to absolutely give it their all and probably blitz us out of the water just here with their skill level. So, yeah, looking forward to this one. And we've had a lot of good smiles and chats as well from students popping their heads up out of the water at the end of the race and sitting on the lane ropes and being like, oh, what a close time. And we just saw that then in the previous race between Harold and Xavier just there. Some of the girls are just swinging their arms, prepping at the moment, keeping a bit warm as they're on the blocks. We've also got our medal presentations throughout the day as well. There's a podium down here. We're not live streaming all of them as the show must go on with our session just here. We've got a lot of awesome swimmers and racers to bring to you today, but they are getting presented medals throughout the day. There's a podium for a chance to, get a photo on and everything as well. So,
and we do have photographers here, and you can buy those shots online. And they're off. The 9-10 girls, so just 10-year-olds in this event.
Look at them. I'm so impressed. I know that they've qualified to get here, so they are the best of the best in the state for their schools, but incredible. And so we've got Mia Gu looking just out in front, but watching Amelia Luau in
lane 6.
Lane
She's
6
definitely
as well.
moving ahead there.
From Ballarat and Clarendon College. Just going to make them proud. Mia trying to chase her, but she's really coming to the wall strong.
Fantastic. 34.93 for Amelia.
And then we've got Mia and then Ella in third in lane 3 as well. I could be a bit biased. I'm from Ballarat. Go Ballarat schools.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good on her, as we said. Super impressive.
Okay, and now we move on to our boys. We've got a couple of 9-year-old boys here, so this could be their very first big event. They may never have swum at a place like MSAC before.
Yeah, and so you've got this is the outdoor pool, but you've got the big cover overhead. You've got the stands and the crowd. It's a bit echoey as well.
Yep.
The cheers can, the noise and cheers can reach them down on the blocks. All the technical officials and timekeepers and everything all in bright fluoro. It's a bit of an experience.
It is. A lot of work goes into putting this event together.
Yeah, we've got a big team behind the scenes here as well to bring this to you today. And looking very close in lanes 4, 5, 6 just here.
Yeah.
And then a bit of a chase in lane 0 as well by Ivan. But coming out in front is Teo He. A chase from Lucas in lane 3, and Bryce in lane 5, and Archie in lane 6.
Tayl's going to take it out though.
It's going to be close for second and third.
37.96. Tails from Camelot Rise.
And Lucas Kovac in second. Just behind is Archie Smythe in lane 6 just there. So very nice close race.
Okay, over the page, so we've on to the 11-year-old girls butterfly. And they're off.
Medal presentation for event number 12. Boys 12 and 13, 50-meter breaststroke.
Oh, and a really good start in lane 4 just here by Audriana David from St. Mary's. Do be watching though Tiffany Meert in lane 0 though, over in the other side of the pool, the top of your screen from North Melbourne. Right here where we're sitting from, it's neck and neck. It's going to come down to the touch if they're keeping it the same pace. I reckon Audriana's just in front.
Yep, 34.57.
And coming in third there is Elsa Wang in lane 5 from Wesley. That was a nice close race.
Yeah, it's always good to have a close finish. Makes it much more exciting, and
they push each other
they
on
do.
too.
Yep.
Like if you were just doing, that same event in a time trial,
Yep.
you can get a bit complacent when you've got someone either side of you and you
Absolutely.
know that there's a little bit of pressure to perform, just a little bit. It can spur you on, and we love seeing some records and times being beaten. There was a few yesterday, which was quite exciting. But success is up to the individual, and everyone has a different success point today, so we really hope they reach it.
Yeah. Okay, 11-year-old boys now butterfly.
So it really comes down to the big, powerful kick to push them up and over.
Yeah, we've got Oscar in lane 4 here, really powering along there.
Yeah, looking in control, and then be watching lanes 5, Rex, and lane 3, Kepler for second.
There we go, 33.85 for Oscar.
Kepler in second, Rex in third. Not too far behind as well is Jara in lane 6.
Back to the older girls again.
We are now launching up to 54, and then to 54. Please make your way to the brass area. Thank you.
And away they go. It's the girls' turn. Our oldest age bracket. I wouldn't say, well, they are older, but they're definitely not old by any means. And really even across there. Looking at lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6. Or 2 even as well. So Hannah Buchan, Buchanan, Sophie.
This is going to be close between 5 and 6. Oh, there we go. Looks like lane 4 has taken out the win. Malia in a 33.01, followed very closely in a 33.05 by Zara Jeffrey.
Wow.
Something. Must have been just
Bit of a further stretch out at the wall maybe, or that, just a bit more power in that final kick.
Yeah.
Just spurred you on a little bit. But a fantastic effort by all the girls.
Okay, off with the 12-13 boys butterfly.
Presentation for event 28, boys 9 and 10, 50-meter butterfly. In third place, Lucas.
A great start by Julian Birch in lane 3. Austin Chen in lane 4. Trying to catch just there, but it's Jacob Ritchie's in lane 5, really powering out in front just here. He's getting to the flags. He's going to be able to hold it. It's going to be a bit of a nail biter for second.
Yep. Jacob, 30.17. Only 0.10 outside that record.
Oh, amazing effort. So close.
I know.
So, yeah, that record was 30.07 by Braden Miles from the Peninsula School all the way back in 2016.
Yep. So now we move on to the freestyle. So these ones, blink and you'll miss it.
So we start back with our littlies for today, our 9 and 10-year-olds, our girls. And as we said, there's a bit of a mix of students, like some would be club swimmers.
Yep, a lot of them would be, yeah.
And others maybe just starting out just here as well. The one-off. Also could be someone that's just coming through the ranks.
Yep. So we've got Cecilia Yang here in lane 4. She won the breaststroke event in her age group, so probably just as competitive in this stroke.
In second place, Tiffany.
So she's from Camberwell Girls Grammar School. So she is in lane 4, but also do look for Kimberly Chen from Corowa. Pushing her, but Cecilia, coming out in front just here. Looking at lane 7 as well for third, Amelia at the moment. She's got it.
32.15 for Cecilia.
And so, Deb, you're a parent of a swimmer as well.
I was. She's retired now at the ripe old age of 18. But yes, lots of commitment goes into this from the parents as well as the kids in swimming. Ferrying them around everywhere, making sure they eat properly, making sure they get to bed on time. A lot of these squad swimmers, they have early starts in the morning and they have to back it up and go to school. And then some of them will even train again in the afternoon.
And how did your daughter sleep the night before racing? Were there a few jitters, or was she?
No, she was pretty cool, calm and collected, but generally was early to bed. No.
Yeah, good routine.
8:30 was her pretty much bedtime right up until she stopped swimming.
That's a struggle in daylight savings time.
Yes.
You have to have good blackout curtains or blinds.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's dedication by the swimmers and the support team, parents and guardians and who's around them. But swimming gives so much to the kids, and so we've got our boys just here, our 50-metre free for 9 and 10-year-olds.
Yeah, a couple of 9-year-olds in the mix here. Bailey Stone and Dylan Dixon.
And so just out in front here at the moment, looking at lane 4, Jaden Zeng. Lane 5, Lachlan Bull pulling in just now, but I don't believe he's going to catch him.
No, Jaden's got that one in the bag. 33.19.
And then Bailey Stone in third.
That's great. One of our 9-year-olds to see them in the top 3 finish, because they get to come back next year and swim in the same age group.
Yeah. So Bailey's from St. Liberis.
Eagle Hawk.
Yeah, we've got a huge variety of schools just here. There was even Jack Hayes in lane 6 was from Torquay Coast just then.
Yeah. We had someone from Ocean Grove earlier. All over the place.
Lakes Entrance, Wangaratta was just, in that race. So Ballarat as well again. So both metro and regional. And it was good to see. I mean, as I mentioned before, I was from I'm from Ballarat. I live in Melbourne now, but I went back to Ballarat only just a couple of days ago to see some family, and just got the local newspaper, my family does, and the age swimming was all on the back of it for the 2 Ballarat squads.
Yeah.
It was good to see the coverage of swimming all on the back page, on the sports back page. It was good.
Okay, our 11-year-old girls are in the water now.
Yeah, and be watching lane 0, Lexan Zhao from Tintern Grammar at the moment. She's leading out in front. Chasing her in lane 4, Imogen Murray from Sandringham. And then following is Taylor Miller at the moment. Looking up at...
Looks like Imogen's got her at the touch. I'll just wait for the board to adjust.
And it is Lexan Zhao. Oh, no, it's just giving us a bit
Imogen,
of an update.
31.16, but Lexan wasn't far behind in the 31.25.
So a great effort, girls. Taylor Miller coming third, May Brief fourth.
Okay, 11 boys up next for freestyle. So we've got Aston Wilson here. He won the breaststroke, so see how he goes in the freestyle. He's in lane 4, so he would be the fastest qualifier.
Medal presentation for men 32, boys from the 13-year-old 50-metre butterfly. In third place, Julian from St. Kevin's College.
And yes, Aston Wilson, who had a great swim before in the breaststroke, out in front at the moment. So a lot of...
Nico Robson's chasing him down, but I'm not sure that he'll get there. He needs a bit of a longer pull. There we go. Aston hits the wall in a 30.65. That's a great time.
And Rex as well, 32.902 in third. And so, yeah, a lot of the swimmers looks like they're 2 events that they've picked up, breaststroke and freestyle, the combination.
Yeah.
For the morning this far.
On to the 12-13 girls now. And the girls are in the water now.
Girls 9 and 10-year-old 50-metre freestyle. In third place, Amelia from Ballarat and Clarendon College.
You can really tell they've picked up the speed in this older age group just here.
Yeah. So look at lane 5, Kira Jeffs. She's pretty speedy. She looks like she's going to mow down the girl in lane 4 here, Joanne.
She's trying to hold it there.
Yeah, she's jumped onto that wall in a 28.15, and that's a new record.
Oh my goodness, I love a new record. Deb, you are fantastic at spotting these things.
So that record she just broke was from 2019, and the previous record was a 28.16, and Kira's time a 28.68, sorry, and Kira's time a 28.15. So half a second. That's pretty good.
That's really good. She'll be really pleased with that.
She will. I know Kira's mum. She'll be up in the stands going off her head.
if there's anything to get excited about,
Oh, yeah.
that's definitely one
A
of
medal, a record, points for your school.
them. All of the above.
Yep. So last of the freestyle events coming up, our 12-13 boys. So Austin Chien here in lane 5. He was also one of our breaststrokers from earlier.
So yes, they've picked this event combo just here. And so looking at the moment, lane 3, Julian Birch, keep an eye on. Jacob Rich is in lane 4. And it is, yep, Jacob pushing out in front. Austin in lane 5 is trying to push for second as well.
There we go. Jacob's time 28.68. He's from Geelong.
So Jacob, Julian, then Austin. Our 3 medalists just there.
Now we're moving on to our multi-class events for our disabled swimmers. So they all have different classifications. I'm sure when Ahmed pops in, if he comes in to chat to us later, he can give you some more information about how that all works.
Yeah, it's if I'm correct, it was classifications 1 to 10 of physical impairments, and then we've got the visions from 11 to 13, I believe, and then 14 onwards, intellectual.
Yeah.
And so they're all classified into a classification, and this is worldwide, that then they race against the times that are in that classification.
Yeah,
so
the world record time. So when we have all different classifications in one race, the person that hits the wall first isn't necessarily the winner because they're all racing off against different times for their different classifications.
Yeah, and so their time gets plugged into an equation that ends up with a certain amount of points.
Correct.
And so it's the points across the entire race of different classifications of different swimmers in different lanes that come out with who actually came first, second and third in that particular race.
Correct.
So first hitting the wall might not be the first person who has come first in that race.
Yeah.
And so they might not happen automatically up on the screen just here, but it will get worked out in the results a bit later.
Presentation for event 30 boys, 11-year-old 50-metre butterfly. In third place.
So we don't have as many multi-class swimmers in the primary as we do in the secondary. So some of these events will be combined. So this next event will be the 11, 12 and 13-year-old girls. We'll all swim together in the one race because there's only 2 11-year-old girls and 5 in the 12-13 age group.
Which is really good that they do that. You can have a solo swim and the crowd definitely gets behind it, but it's nice to swim all together for that, well, competitive spirit. It's good to have someone else in the pool with you and also some camaraderie.
Yeah.
But it's really impressive what our multi-class swimmers do.
Absolutely.
And some of them are just like fish in the water as well.
Yeah.
And so we've got a few people up on the blocks as well that are supporting our swimmers.
So this is our freestyle event for the multi-class swimmers. Some of them may start in the water, some of them may start off the side of the pool deck, just depending on what level of disability they have and whatever works best for them at the start.
And we're away, so we've got
Presentation for event 51, girls 11-year-old.
the girls starting it off.
In third place, Taylor from Bacchus Marsh Grammar School. In second place,
And a good start from Ayla McCasey in lane 4 just there.
State champion for 2022.
Ayla doing well as well. Oh, sorry. Ayla is in lane 4 and then Molly in lane 5. Doing really well out in front, gaining a bit of speed just there. But all of our girls doing well. We've got Emma Giles, Jackenzie Sharp also there, Alamdella, Samantha Gawala. All from just different classifications. So from across S5 to S19. We've got Molly hitting the wall, 54.34.
Medal presentation for event 52, boys 11-year-old 50-meter freestyle.
And yeah, they are
In third place,
quite incredible. But
They are
as we
very
mentioned,
inspiring.
the times on the board doesn't necessarily mean that the first person who's hit the wall comes first.
Correct.
Be calculated into points and will be popped in later in the results. We've got our final swimmer in the water about to come up and touch the wall. Emma Giles. Everyone cheering from the crowd.
It's great to hear that.
And we've got mum or someone filming from pool deck too. Fist pumping in the air for support as well with a lot of big smiles.
So now we'll have our boys. Again, they've combined the 9 and 10-year-olds with the 11-year-olds. So we'll have 2 9 and 10-year-old boys and 4 11-year-old boys here in the program.
medal presentation for event 53, girls 12 and 13, 50-meter freestyle. In third place, Zara from Templestowe High. In second place, Joanne from Loretto. And our state champion for 2022, Kiara from St. Thomas.
Here we go. The boys are about to start.
And again, choosing different starting options that works best for them. And we've got a few different classifications as well. S8, 9, 10, 15.
12 and 13, 50-meter freestyle. In third place, Austin from Camberwell Grammar School.
Pretty fast, some of these guys.
Second place, Julian from St. Clement's College.
Yeah, absolutely.
And our state champion for 2022, Jacob from Geelong College.
We've got Eli Kerr in lane 4, giving it a really good crack. Not too far behind is Max Chandler in 5. We've got Alex in lane 6 and in lane 3 as well. Coming up behind. We've got lane 2 as well here that is not up on the board, but it will be either, I believe it will be Lachlan. Awesome effort by the boys just there. And we've also got Alfred Hindle in lane 1. Just finishing up the race just now. Some great support from the crowd.
Yeah. So our last freestyle multi-class event will be the 12-13 boys. There's obviously no girls in that age group that have qualified through here. So there's 7 swimmers here, so that's that'll be a decent race for them.
Yeah, and 7 different schools as well.
Yep. We found yesterday in the secondary a lot of them came from the same school, but these ones seem to be a bit more spread out across the state. Got Red Hill, Point Cook, all over the place.
Yeah, they're on the other side. Oh, well, yeah, Mount Eliza. It's a bit closer to Red Hill, but yes, from S9s, 10s, 14s, and 15.
Yep.
So if you're in the same classification, if you're both in S14, you are directly competing against each other.
Correct.
And looking at lanes 2 and 3, really giving it a go just there. And so that is Cooper Harrington and in lane 3, Victor Perez. Both different classifications, so not directly competing against each other, but really good to see, I'm sure, being really close to each other, spurred each other on.
Absolutely.
And then coming into the wall just now, it was Perry McCluskey. Some really good swims from our boys just there.
Just got one more swimmer coming along there in lane 0. It's Ethan Allen.
So he's from Lumen Christie Primary School in Point Cook. Doing a great job.
He is.
And we have our technical officials walking alongside him as well. We couldn't do events like this without our technical officials.
No.
And all of our volunteers here from Swimming Victoria and from School Sport Victoria. And to really help and support our swimmers just here to, have a moment to do their best. And that's exactly what Ethan Allen is doing right now as he comes into the wall.
Good to see the other kids in the pool that were waiting for him to finish, giving him a round of applause as he comes in. That's fantastic to see. So now we're moving on to the backstroke.
Chillier day here at MSAC than yesterday, but
yeah, it is a little. The wind's picked up out there. Yesterday was quite still.
Yeah, you can see the flags moving and a couple of the signs around the side of pool deck.
Okay, our 9-10 girls popping into the water for their backstroke.
And our first race of backstroke for the morning for our primary school kids just here. And in lane 4, Zoe Clemenson from Methodist Ladies. Looking smooth, big long arm strokes and a beautiful kick underwater there. Not too much splash on the top. Comes in 38.84.
Nice swim.
Zoe McCauley in second.
Zoe and Zoe.
And Alexis Webb. Oh, maybe they can make friends.
Yeah.
Maybe they'd make good training partners.
Yep. The coach may not think so. Okay, so moving on to our 9-10 boys backstroke. So the record for this event is held by Stone Ma, who actually broke a couple of records here in the secondary carnival yesterday.
Yeah, he did really well. He came away, I think, with 3 records or so. And
yeah, I think it was 2 individual and a relay by memory.
And a bunch of medals as well.
Yep.
And they've kicked it off just here. You do have a roof in this pool. You can follow a line or a spot. There is a bridge in the middle. But, yeah, you just want to stay centered in that lane and avoid any clashes with the lane ropes. But looking all good here.
Archie Smythe in lane 4 has got a pretty comfortable lead at the moment.
So I believe Archie just did the freestyle as well. It's going to be a close one for second though.
40.14 for Archie.
And it is Oliver Jim who got it just over Elliot Mulholland Pyle. So Archie from New Haven College getting the top position there.
Now our 11-year-old girls in for the backstroke. So a couple of these swimmers we've seen before, swimming either the breaststroke or the freestyle. So Lexan Zhao, Audriana David.
A good view of the starting block just there. And away they go. A nice strong start, even in that for the first 25 metres in the first few lanes. But yeah, coming out strong, lane 4 and lane 3 at the moment. And so that is Audriana David and Lucy Ma, possibly Stone Ma's sister. You never know.
You never know. Could be a relative of some description.
They're backstrokers. But yeah, coming in there is Audriana David, gets the win. Taylor Miller in second, and then Lucy in third.
Well done. Our 11-year-old boys are up next for backstroke.
And we've just got a girl who's just finished that race out in front, looking up at her parent in the crowd and asking, "What did I come?" I believe she might have even have got a placing just there because she's like, "What? I won!" Gaping mouth open. Love a bit of shock at the result that they got.
All right,
in a
our boys
positive
are in the
way, of
water.
course.
Yes.
And a really good start there by Jackson Denham from Wodonga in lane 1. He's just going to push it here for this second 25 metres. Because who he's got to catch is Nico Robson from Malvern Central in lane 4 just there. Overtaking that first position, and Lachlan Joseph in 5. Coming into the wall.
37.54 for Nico.
And Jason has gotten third. Good on him. Just in front of James Kind in lane 3.
Back to our older age group now. So our 12-13 girls coming up for the backstroke. So we've got Kira again here, who won the freestyle and made that new record. So we'll see how she goes in the backstroke. And they're off.
Medal presentations for event 79, girls 9 to 10 50-meter backstroke. In third place, we have Alexis from St. Joseph's Primary.
And yeah, making the move there, those middle lanes, that's been a common thread. It's the faster lanes of how they've qualified. And yeah, Kira just in a flow state, I reckon.
Yeah.
Joanne Liu in lane 5, not far behind as well.
32.98 for Kira. Not a record, but certainly not far behind it. So she's had a great morning with her 2 individual swims, and I'm sure she'll be in a couple of relays as well.
And St. Thomas, the Apostle, would be happy as well. We had Octavia also coming in third just there.
So our last backstroke event for today is the 12-13 boys, who are just up behind the blocks ready to start.
So it's the boys' turn. Very nice start.
Very close.
Yeah, looking at lanes 2, 3, 4 and 5 at the moment. So Mac Malone, Tom Hussey, Alex Nolan and Alfred Hahn.
Lane 5's coming away here. Alfred Hahn from Mont Albert.
And they're going to be a really close one for second between 4 and 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
35.32 for Alfred. And then Tom and Alex second and third.
big effort by all the boys just there. Congratulations on the swim.
So we're back to multi-class now. So they haven't had much of a rest. So you'll find, again, some of these races will be combined. So I think we've got all the girls' age groups swimming together from 9 to 13.
So yeah, it will be Sophia U-turn in lane 2, S9, classification. Lane 3, Bonnie McCarroll. Lane 5, Jackenzie Sharp, S19. 6, Ayla McCasey, S7. 7, Molly Griffin, also in S7, so they'll be directly competing against each other. And 8, Elam Della as well. Just getting organised down the start end. So yeah, it's been a great morning so far. Some really big smiles from all the racers, and everyone's a winner already. They're qualified to get here.
And it's a Friday, so they can go home now and relax for the weekend. They don't have to get up for school tomorrow.
Yes, a day off school. Hopefully they don't have much homework. Yeah, and I'm sure they're going to have something nice and filling for lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll want a big sandwich, or, I mean, lucky if they get a treat on the way home.
Yeah.
And just getting in the water just now, our girls, for this race. And off they go. Some cheers in the crowd already in that, that start. And some nice slow slow and controlled arms coming there from lane 5. And some speedy ones also from lane 6. So that's Ayla McCasey from St. Mary's Echuca, just there in lane 7. So S7 directly competing with Molly Griffin in S7 from Lower Hall. Yeah, Ayla's doing really well in lane 6. Yeah, some beautiful arms by Jackenzie Sharp. And so these 3 girls coming in close to the wall just at the moment. They're our top age bracket, our 12 to 13-year-old girls.
It'd be so nice for these kids to be presented with their medals from Ahmed. I'm sure they all look up to him and they would all know who he is.
Definitely. He's telling us a few stories, and then yesterday, and he's got some new goals for the Paris Paralympics in 2024, which, will come around quick, I reckon.
It's not that far away. We'll have the Com Games before that. I think the trials for that's only a couple of weeks away for our Olympians and our, up-and-coming swimmers.
Just coming into the wall just here, Sophia, your turn.
And now we move on to the boys multi-class backstroke, and again we'll have our combined 9-10s with our 11-year-olds. So they'll swim together. There's on the program we have 3 10-year-olds and 5 11-year-olds.
Another time for them to shine in the pool right here.
So we've got a couple of S9s, a couple of S10s, and then the rest S15.
So it was a great start by Lachlan Lever in lane 3. But who's bringing it home just at the moment is Max Chandler in lane... Oh, sorry, apologies. It is Eli Kerr in lane 5 from Timboon P to 12. So S9 classification, 46.24 is his time. Lachlan coming into the wall as well. They've done really well. We still have one of our final swimmers in the pool just here in lane 2. So this is one of our boys who are 10 years old. So this is Alfred Hindle from St. Joseph's Primary School in Sorrento. He's just hit the flags.
We're just about to head to pool deck for an interview.
So, can you please introduce yourself for us?
I'm Kira Jeffs.
And can you just tell us what you've won today?
I won first place in 50 metre freestyle and first place in 50 metre backstroke.
Amazing work. Now, can you tell us a little bit about what does a week of training look like for you?
The week of training is 6 days a week, 5:45 a.m. starts at EC Waves, and 2 gym sessions per week.
Wow. So, can you tell us a little bit about where do you want to be with your swimming career?
I want to try and make the Olympics and Commonwealth Games, and first I'm going to see how I go at Nationals and then progress from there.
Amazing, I'm sure you'll get there. Now, last question, can you tell us a bit of an inspirational quote that you'd give to someone that wants to be a swimmer like you?
Always believe in yourself.
Amazing, well thank you so much, good luck, and we're going to go back to the commentators.
Welcome back. That was a nice interview.
That was from Kira. She didn't mention her record, so maybe she doesn't even know that she broke the record in the freestyle.
So coming up pool just now, we have our boys 12 to 13 backstroke for our multi-class. So 5 swimmers in the pool, all different classifications. Oh, we've got 2 S14s actually in lanes 3 and 6. So Cooper and Tom directly competing against each other. And it's Cooper at the moment who's out in front. Lane 5 though, Victor Perez, who's an S10 classification, is neck and neck with him at the moment. Oh, very, very close times just there, Deb.
Yeah, only 0.02 between their finish times. And then after this event, we're going to move on to the medley relays. So they encompass all the age groups, so there'll just be 2 of those, one for the girls and one for the boys.
So we've got our final swimmer coming into the wall now, Ben Jones, who is an S9 from Roland Park.
Sorry, I'll need the seat. Thank you as a starter.
Nice work. Just coming out of the pool now. Yeah, I've been hearing a few inspirational quotes from some of our interviews
Yep.
over the past couple of days, and a lot communicating the same message. Hard work, believe in myself,
Yes.
do my best. It's really good to hear. And so it'll just be a few minutes just here to transition into our relay part of our program today. And we're moving everything down the other end. So also if you want to check out any social media as well, we are at SSVtv. And there's always some photos that will be up on social media. A lot of photos as well that have been taken from medal presentations.
Yeah, I saw a lot of those pop up on my feed yesterday.
Well, there's some big smiles as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be really happy. Our favourites are the relays where you've got 4 people up on the podium all squished in together. It's a little bit more fun maybe when you win as a team.
Yeah.
And so these relays have some really good points to them because we are a championship. So our school will take away the championship today at the end of the day. They're all just getting organised just now. And so, Deb, what was it like to come as a parent to these types of competitions?
Oh, it was always great fun. That's what made me decide to get into, getting more involved with it. It was always better to be down on pool deck, close to the action, rather than sitting up in the stands doing nothing. I like to keep busy. So I started off doing competitions at the club that Tara started with, and then I moved into being a technical official, into doing timing, and now commentary. So lots of different jobs, and I love all of them. I think it's great. A few people had said to me, now that Tara's retired, we might not see you anymore. I said, no, you can't get rid of me that easily. I'll still be around for a while yet.
Lots to contribute and add to the events and the community as well.
Yeah.
A lot of these swimmers will know each other.
Correct.
Club swimming, and instead of competing with each other, they're competing against each other in this competition with the schools, because that's what team you're on.
That wind looks like it's really picking up out there now. Hopefully it's not too cold out on pool deck for our swimmers.
Yeah, it is getting a little bit chillier, I think. Although we are coming towards, the end of our program. We've got our relays to finish us off. So there's about 10 of them left to go as well. And our swimmers are jumping up onto the blocks now, getting ready. As you said, we've got the girls 9 to 13 medley relay, and so all different ages in the pool at the moment and all different sizes because of those ages too. So you got some littlies versus the more oldies in this bracket.
So we've got in lane 1 St Mary's Primary School Myrtleford, in lane 2 Ballarat and Clarendon College, lane 3 Cardinia International School, lane 4 Templestowe Park Primary School, lane 5 Mentone Grammar School, lane 6 Leongatha Primary School, lane 7 Montmorency South Primary School, and in lane 8 Girton Grammar School.
And Templestowe Park have had a great start just here in lane 4, leading out in front just now.
So we start off with backstroke, then breaststroke, then butterfly, and finish off with freestyle. And if you ever forget, I always tell the kids it's in alphabetical order.
Hopefully they're doing all right at their school studies to know to know what that is. Surely. All right, beautiful. The breaststroke leg just here. You want to pick your strongest breaststroker because you can gain, grounds, or you can lose a lot.
Exactly.
In the breaststroke leg. And Templestowe in lane 4 still leading out in front. In lane 2 though, Ballarat and Clarendon College catching some ground just here. And then, not too far behind, Cardinia International School being also chased.
And the record for this event is held by Furbank Anglican Grammar School from back in 2019. The butterflies are hitting the water.
And away they go. St Mary's also doing really well in lane 1 over there. Although now being catched, they've had a good transition, Ballarat and Clarendon College. In lane 5 as well, Mentone Grammar School gaining some ground here in the butterfly leg. But Templestowe are still out in front by a decent
very good
space.
lead.
Yeah. And, if they've kept one of their swimmers who's pretty decent at freestyle, I don't think they're going to catch him just there.
No, there's something pretty extraordinary would have to happen for them to get beaten from here.
Very nice. So Templestowe being chased by Mentone Grammar and Cardinia International. But in lane 2, Ballarat and Clarendon College is gaining a bit of speed there too.
There we go. So Templestowe first in a time of 2:34.23.
Then we've got Mentone. And to finish on the medal podium, Ballarat and Clarendon College.
Alright, so our boys medley relay is next. All the ages from 9 to 13. The record is held by Kew East Primary School from back in 2014.
118, 119, 120, 121 and 122. Please make your way to the grass area on Marshall. Thank you.
numbers to get a relay team as well, especially with the medley. Like, they have to be good at that particular event as well.
Yeah.
For that leg of the race. So really good to see a number of teams together from all different age groups.
Alright, boys have been whistled up. They're ready to go. Off we go. In lane 1, we have Goulburn Valley Grammar School. In lane 2, Inverloch Congwock Primary School. In lane 3, Penley and Essendon Moonee Ponds. In lane 4, St Kevin's College. In lane 5, Camberwell Grammar School. Lane 6, Eltham College. Lane 7, Ballarat and Clarendon College. And in lane 8, Girton Grammar School.
And a good start there by Camberwell Grammar in lane 5, or actually Eltham College in lane 6 is going to get the touch just first here, this first changeover.
So 4-second lead at the first changeover. That's pretty handy. But as we know, breaststroke can change that dramatically.
And it looks like lane 4 is putting on a really powerful performance at the moment. That is St Kevin's. Quite a very good breaststroker just there. Big long arms out in front. And a nice kick around that gives the power to move forward. Changing the lead just now. Second half of the race is about to begin. Some nice dives in by the boys. And yeah, St Kevin's leading out in front. Another strong swimmer from them, a butterflyer. Camberwell Grammar are chasing them though, and then Eltham
they've made up a bit of ground.
Eltham in 6 is about even with Penley and Essendon. Moonee Ponds as well in lane 3, so keep an eye on them.
Looks like St Kevin's have got a very handy lead here again in the boys, just like the girls had that winning team a good lead. I don't think anything will happen here.
No, they're powering away just now.
Yeah.
And not slowing down whatsoever.
So fast, they've even broken the record. 2:20.45.
Big congratulations. Congratulations.
They've broken that record by 3 seconds. So that's amazing.
They'll be very happy with that.
They will.
Big effort. And so be looking at lane 7 at the moment. Coming in, Ballarat and Clarendon College. Lane 1, Goulburn Valley. And lane 8, Girton.
So we're back to our last of our multi-class events now. So the breaststroke. So all of these races will be combined. We don't have that many breaststrokers. So we've just got boys actually. There's no girls in the multi-class breaststroke. So we've got 1 9-10 boy, 3 11-year-olds and 2 12-year-olds. So they'll all swim in the one event. Put them all together. And then that will be it for the breaststroke because they don't compete in butterfly for multi-class. So after these multi-class breaststrokes, we'll be back to relays again with the freestyle. And that's what finishes our day off. So it goes very quick.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had our eyes glued to the pool. And I'm sure you've had your eyes glued to your screen. Hopefully you've been enjoying some of the footage that you've been checking out this morning. It's always good to, support from wherever you are and, follow up with the swimmer that you've been watching.
Yeah.
They would love to know that you supported them from afar.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have everyone join in from grandparents, friends.
Yeah. Brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles. I'm sure they're all up there. As we heard before, the car park was full this morning. So there's obviously lots and lots of people up in the stands.
Yeah, and even squad teammates as well.
Yeah.
Check in if they're not in the competition themselves. And who knows as well, the schools might also be watching.
Yeah, I know they do that. When Tara was racing, they'd get the screen set up in the classroom and they'd be all cheering her on.
And that's super exciting. Because, yeah, definitely an achievement to even qualify for the School Sport Victoria Primary Swimming Championships. But then also to, you know, medal at the end of it or score a record or something.
Yeah.
What we've seen today is just, you know, that cherry on top.
So this rounds out the swimming school events. I think they move on to cross country now.
Ah, the land sports.
Yes. You can just see that record sitting up there on the big screen. So they all should know that they've broken the record in that medley relay, St Kevin's.
And we're already having our medal presentations happen for our relay teams that have just started a bit earlier. And it's really nice seeing all the photos getting taken. I can see someone with a Dolphins Swimming Australia team towel over there as well.
Yeah.
So big fans of swimming. And so it's exciting to watch your heroes swim. We were all glued to the TV for the Tokyo Games.
Yes.
And so that's where you could take your swimming if that's where you wanted to take it.
Yeah.
There are a lot of pathways. And Swimming Victoria has some great programs. Do always check out their website and touch base with them. And there are also lots of opportunities to get involved in other ways.
Okay, our multi-class breaststrokers have hit the water.
Yes, we are back to the pool now. And again, an awesome effort by our multi-class or MC athletes, as you might see up on the screen. They shorten it. Very technical stroke, breaststroke. And with some physical impairments or intellectual impairments, it can be quite challenging. So, yeah, very impressive, the efforts already. And so at the moment, who's leading the way out in front is Eli Kerr, who is an S9 classification from Timboon Primary School. And then we have Max Chandler, S15 in lane 5. In lane 6, Perry McCluskey, S10. And then over in lane 2, I just touched in on the wall, Xavier Wells, S15 from Balmoral North Primary School. And finally coming into the wall, we have Lewis Shepherd from Parktone. Well done, boys.
So that's the end of our individual events. Just our freestyle relays to come now. So only 6 races to go, Chelsea.
Wow, it's going to fly. It already has this morning.
I know.
We'll have to find out at the end who has won our School Sport Victoria Championships.
Yes.
Breaststroke presentations. So would all multi-class swimmers involved in presentations come down to the presentation area.
So they're just getting people organised for presentations as well down here.
This end.
And we're going to be heading down to pool deck for an interview very soon.
And we are here at the State Swimming Primary Championships, and I'm here with St Kevin's. And the reason I've got St Kevin's in front of me is why?
Because we won and set a new record for the medley relay open.
That's exactly right. It's because you set a new record. I mean, we love that boys and girls win, but we also love boys and girls who come last as well. But getting a record, that's something special. How did you come about getting a record? What did you have to do to get that record?
Just probably putting in the hard work during training and just giving it our all during the day.
Brilliant. How many times have you been to a state final, mate?
I haven't been to a state.
First time state final. First time for you as well?
Age, but I haven't been to a state final before.
Fantastic. What about you? First time for state final? Yep. And what about you?
My team won it last year.
Good job. Fantastic. Now, isn't it cool that you get a whole day off school just for 1 3-minute race? That's cool, huh?
It's awesome.
I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, congratulations, boys. I think you're in grade 5?
Grade 5.
Yep, 6. Excellent. So we might see you again next year in the secondary. I might see you in the secondary. Well done, boys. Good luck. And we're going to get back to the racing now. Get those commentators back on for this next race.
3, 2, 1, go. Commentators.
It was nice to chat to the boys just there, loving the high fives all round at the end. Exciting times ahead. We have more relays to come. It's going to finish off our program for this morning. It's been a really good session. Awesome waves from the crowd already from the blocks. We have our girls 9 to 10 freestyle relay to start us off. And this is the first time we're seeing them down this end of the pool, which is where we're seated closer, Debbie and I, and they're just so cute, aren't they? They're our littlies. We only had 50s this morning, so they've been down the other end the entire time to start. We've been at the finish line.
All right, they're about to get going. Okay, so in lane 1 we have Fitzroy North Primary School. In lane 2, Ballarat and Clarendon College. Lane 3, Over Newton Primary School in Keilor. Lane 4, MLC. Lane 5, Lauriston Girls. Lane 6, Inverloch Kongwok Primary. In lane 7, Girton Grammar School. And in lane 8, Nagambie Primary School.
And I said they look cute, but they're pretty fierce out there.
They are.
And lane 4 doing really well. Methodist ladies, they're leading out in front. They're going to get the first changeover.
And MLC, the current record holders here from back in 2016.
And away they go. So Methodist ladies out in front. Really nice, strong arms up and over. It's all about the pace. Bit of a sprint, you know, you have to work together. The girls up on the blocks have to start getting ready for their teammates coming in. And as Debbie, you said yesterday, there has to be the touch on the wall that has to be seen before they jump in.
Yeah, they have to be careful not to leave the block before their teammate hits the wall. Otherwise they can get disqualified.
A bit of a catch-up just happening there. Lauriston
Yes,
Girls
got
School.
Lauriston chasing MLC down really quickly here. They had quite a big lead and they've closed that gap very quickly.
They just had a bit of a better changeover. And coming up to our halfway mark, well, not our halfway mark, our three-quarter mark.
Yeah, last swimmer about to hit the water.
And it's going to be between 4 and 5. And we have a special guest that's just joining us here in the commentary box. Ahmed Kelly, good to chat. Oh, Mark might be on just yet. How are we going?
Oh, great. Great to be back with the team.
Hey again, Ahmed.
This day is all about the primary school kids, giving it a great crack.
And right here we've got our relays, our first freestyle one coming in, the young girls, and it is
MLC.
MLC have managed to hold it just there. Lauriston girls coming in. Lots of cheers from the crowd, which we love.
The primary school kids and their fans seem to be very, very vocal today. It's creating a fantastic atmosphere on the stands. Just watching from poolside, it's just fantastic to see all that.
Yeah, it is a good vibe down here.
Yeah, it was great to see you down there, Ahmed, hanging some medals on necks. And
yeah, I mean, it's great to see the smiles on the kids when they get their medals. Some of them will be their first medal ever. So just to see that was just so good, to be honest with you. So yeah.
And I'm sure they were excited to meet you and get a photo. And
oh, let's be honest, some of them probably don't know who I am, but that's okay. But
well, they will now.
I'm sure, yeah. It's just so good to see them getting up there on the podium with their big smiles and proud parents as well. So fantastic moment.
Yeah, we're just seeing a couple of girls just like jumping past.
Yes.
And also we had a girl come out of the water a little bit earlier. She didn't know what she came. She couldn't see up on the block, and she yelled out probably to her mum and says, "What did I come?" And her mum said, "You won!"
Wow,
and
that would have been great.
Her face just went into shock of like, and pure joy afterwards.
Because sometimes the scoreboard does disappear very fast before you can actually see the times. So if you're one of those kids that wasn't aware where the scoreboard's saying all the times, it's good that the parents were on and could see it. So yeah.
Yeah, or even at some of the first swims here at MSAC. Deb and I was saying before that, if they're from regional, this is their first time they've qualified and made this competition, then this the first time they might have had a really big scoreboard to even see their name up on.
Exactly, fair point. And yeah, MSAC is no doubt probably one of the bigger pools that they've probably been in if they're coming from regional. So yeah, it's great that they made this trip, and no doubt absorbing the whole experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And so coming up next, we've got our boys 9 to 10 freestyle relay. So our young'uns again, they're all getting prepared. Up into the blocks they go now. Last couple of ones, and this is the first time we've seen them start up this end for the relays, because they've all been 50 metres down the other end. And
I think it's quite a fair effort for these guys to be able to swim 50 metres. I remember being part of a school sports where we did school swimming, and 25 metres seemed like a long way for me when I was in year 7 only, so let alone primary school. So we just see lane 7 accidentally false start, so it's good that they get another opportunity to race.
Yeah, and also
and a warning, so it's fantastic.
Lane 1 unfortunately also followed suit.
Yeah, it's a bit of domino effect. One goes in and they just all pop in after them.
Well, they're poised, ready to go, aren't they? They're hyped up.
That's the thing, the adrenalines are kicking in. First time they're like racing probably against each other, so a bit of a competitive spirit to get out there as quick as they can. So it's good that we allow them to have that second chance. We all remember the time Thorpe false started. That was quite an amazing moment, and we were all in shock. So it's good that he was still able to make the team thanks to a teammate who allowed him to get there.
Well, even also anyone who false starts, like for example our kids that did a couple just said they'd be in shock themselves, being like, "Oh, I'm in the water."
That's the worst feeling.
Oh, like And also, you'd be a bit self-conscious. Maybe everyone's looking at me like they're waiting. But we're beginning again. It's good we've got the warning. Yep. And false starts can be an experience. It can happen to anyone.
Absolutely. You just never want it to happen, and the truth fact is it does. And here we go.
Unfortunately, I think our swimmer in lane 7 is going to be disqualified.
Oh, okay.
Comms team, did you get Raff's moonwalk?
Looks. Oh no, he's getting.
Raff's moonwalk. I need there to be witnesses.
We're just waiting to see the outcome of this, but it looks like he might still get a chance to swim. He's just got a firm warning, so it's good the officials are.
Although sometimes at this level, Ahmed, they will still let them swim even though they have been disqualified. So they'll still let them have a swim. But so that's a good thing. Bit upsetting for him, but they learn from that.
Yeah, that might have been the case just then, just in the reaction of, oh no, and then they're in the pool now, which is the positive thing. And then let's, see the swimming talk for itself.
Yeah.
You've got to have a lot of positive talk to be able to overcome something like that. So no doubt, there's a lot going through his mind, but it's good to see him battling it through regardless of what.
And a lot of key learnings as well, like, you take away at the end of the day. All right, so we're looking at lane 4 at the moment, out in front, and so that is Brighton. But it's really close at the moment in the first turn, or first changeover, I should say.
So good changeovers, and again, primary schools, they've got to learn about that. Good changeovers, no doubt the schools would have rehearsed that before coming into MSAC today, but it's great to see Brighton doing so well up in front. Closely followed by...
We've got Malvern in lane 3, and then it's a bit of a neck and neck at the moment between St Mary's and...
Penley and Essendon Grammar, so Pegs. So good rival we had, Pegs and Assumption College, so see how those boys go.
We do love a bit of rivalry, don't we? A fun rivalry, of course.
Absolutely.
And that's the halfway mark just there.
So Brighton's still very commanding. Penley's coming up, which is good to see. So bronze and silver could be anyone's.
And it looks like exactly lane 2 is making a chase there for it. St Mary's, Myrtleford.
Myrtleford seems like a long way away. I spoke at that school towards Albury-Wodonga area, so fantastic to see them here today as well.
Yeah, swimmers can come from anywhere in Victoria.
So it's still Brighton Grammar with a commanding lead and the final changeover. Coming home very, very strong. It's all anyone's for the minor medals at the moment.
Yeah, Deb, what are your thoughts at the moment? Looking at across the board, the second and third medal up for grabs.
Yeah, lane 5 looks like he's taking off, and
we'll see if we can hold it. But it definitely is Brighton Grammar coming into the wall just now. Lots of cheers from the crowd.
Fantastic. First place, 2:33.84. Great swim, and it looks like Pegs.
It'll be Pegs. The scoreboard needs to update just there. And in third, we have Malvern, with St Mary's not too far behind, but unfortunately not making the medal podium today. But still points.
Really a fantastic effort.
Yeah, and all the swims count, points for the schools. I don't have an inkling just yet on who it could be to take out the champs for the day, but we'll shortly find out.
All those points will help, that's for sure.
And the relays all count. Ahmed, yesterday we were told right before the final relay that it was down to this race that was going to contribute to the win, to come first or second.
Yeah, there was only 10 points in it.
That's incredible. To come down to the final relay, now that would have been very special for all the athletes involved in yesterday's relays.
Yeah, so it was Baldwin High School that took it out. And then...
they had some really good swimmers yesterday at Baldwin High School, and they were very challenged by lots of other schools. Maribyrnong did fantastic as well yesterday, but for them to take it out, full credit to the whole school and the athletes.
Absolutely.
Okay, our 11-year-old girls now. Oh, bit of wobblies on the block, so the officials will stand them down and give them a chance to regroup before they whistle them back up again.
Bit of nerves out there, I feel.
Yeah, lots of nerves.
Anticipation. It's making making us anxious.
Yeah, ready to go.
They were.
Here we go, and we're off.
Clean restart just there. And so in lane 1 we've got Ballarat Grammar, lane 2 Gippsland Grammar School Sale, 3 Montmorency South, 4 Methodist Ladies College, 5 St Leonard's Brighton, 6 Lowther Hall Ags, 7 Echuca, and 8 Sacred Heart Yarrawonga. So a variety of schools just here as we come into the first changeover. And it's lane 5 leading the way at the moment, so St Leonard's Brighton.
Yeah, fantastic to see them hitting the lead. No doubt they'll still be challenged early on in the race.
Yeah, early days, we can't get ahead of ourselves just yet, and neither can the swimmers. They've got to hold their pace and just concentrate on the speed.
Looking very efficient, the girl from St Leonard's. Fantastic swim from her.
And they're being caught just a little bit by MLC in lane 4 just now.
MLC, the current record holders in this event from back in 2017.
They'd be very happy with that.
And they are making a bit of a charge, MLC, so taking it up to St Leonard's. So it'll come down to the changeover. They've got to be nice and clean on this changeover. So, yeah, big challenge for the bronze here.
And even though they're not leading, Lowther Hall and in lane 7 Echuca as well, really giving a crack here with these.
That was almost an identical start for girls. St Leonard's and MLC really battling it out. This is going to be a very tight finish.
It will.
MLC trying to get themselves in front here.
Lots of cheering from the stands.
Down to the last 10 metres, here we come. Still St Leonard's in front.
Oh my gosh!
MLC have kicked.
Oh, here they come. Oh, it's MLC. Fantastic swim. 2:21.72. Is that a record?
No.
Just
2:15 was the record, Ahmed.
So yeah, not the record, but what a swim.
An impressive race. So our girls still coming in at the moment.
So that MLC girl picked just the right time to accelerate.
Yeah, and that was only at the flags.
Yep.
You're from Tim Dave.
Just got Ahmed in the background here meeting one of his fans.
Yeah, a regional swimmer that swam in today and got a few medals I can see. And yeah, it's just fantastic. Yeah, Ahmed's a really inspirational athlete and person.
Yeah.
And he downplays it. But no.
So Ahmed's just going to take off for a bit and go and have some photos with his fan. So that's lovely. So our 11-year-old boys have hopped up ready to go now.
Oh, and some hugs on the side of the pool there. By St Leonard's, they're excited. And we've got 3 relays to go in this morning's session for our School Sport Victoria State Swimming Championships for the primary school day today.
Sorry, lane 133, lane 5. Yeah, okay. Last changeover.
So it looks like St Leonard's, I'm hearing in the background here from our last relay, may have been disqualified.
That would be an upset.
Yep, so...
But it happens. You have to be careful, don't you, Deb?
Yeah, just got to make sure that your teammate touches the wall before your feet leave that block.
And also in the excitement and being really keen to jump in and contribute,
Yeah.
it can get a little bit... Ooh. Don't even know if there's a word for that sound effect I just said. I was like, whoa. That's what it can be.
It can.
And we've got some of the boys up on the blocks now, just practicing their arm movements.
Yep, so these are our 11-year-olds. The record held by Melbourne Grimwade from 2017. So in lane 1 we have St Teresa's Primary School in Kennington. Lane 2, St Mary's College Seymour. Lane 3, Inverloch Kongwok Primary School. Lane 4, Melbourne Grimwade. Lane 5, Camberwell Grammar School. Lane 6, Christian College Highton Belmont. Lane 7, Mary Creek Primary School. And Lane 8, Our Lady Help of Christians.
Very nice, and it's lanes 3 and 4 at the moment. Oh, and 5 just starting to catch up, but it is lane 4 with Melbourne Grammar School Grimwade. We've got the first changeover just there. And yeah, looking good in their stroke. And powering away just there, Melbourne Grammar School.
Yes, they're the current record holders, so they'll be quite competitive out here today.
We've also got St Mary's, Seymour and Inverloch battling it out just there, and also Grammar School from Camberwell in lane 5 catching up, but really taking the lead, Melbourne Grammar School.
Yeah, they've got a very handy lead halfway down the pool in the third leg here.
I reckon they're going to take that out, and then I think that lead is way too far out
I
in
think
front.
you're right.
And
Just got to make sure they have a legal change over here.
Yeah, now it's been highlighted.
We don't want to see another disqualification.
And welcome back, Ahmed.
So Melbourne Grammar School we have.
Yeah, big lead at the moment. Though at the same time, I say that, and Camberwell has just had a good changeover just there.
It's a close battle for silver and bronze. We know that Melbourne Grammar School is going to get this.
So in lane
Strong
3 with that battle that you just mentioned is Inverloch and Camberwell. Inverloch looks like they're overtaking into second just at the moment.
They've had a great swing here to hit the front with about 5 metres to go into the wall here.
Melbourne Grammar School have held it for the win. So 2:26.07 for Melbourne Grammar School. And they're all checking out their times on the board.
Yes, obviously the team effort. But well done to everyone involved in that race. Another pretty
We've only
close
got
race.
2 races to go, guys.
2 races and we're done.
We're done.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's been a big Friday morning here, and I'm sure we've got a lot of worn-out primary school kids that have given it their all in all their races.
Again, like multiple races, having to back up.
Yeah, and I wonder how many of them have to go back to school now.
Oh, I don't know.
Surely not.
Don't know what the concentration levels will be at, to be honest.
They might need a nap at 3 p.m. Yeah, do teachers still chuck a movie on Friday afternoon in schools?
Surely that could be an option, even if it's about swimming.
Yeah.
We were just saying, but I'm sure a lot of the schools have the big screen up and they watch their classmates competing.
Absolutely. I'm sure it's a whole school.
I know Tara's school did that when she was
Yeah.
competing. They'd all sit there and watch her swim.
Isn't that phenomenal to see and hear that?
Yeah, so a shout out to anyone who's listening from school today and watching in. So girls 12 to 13, 200 metre freestyle relay just in the water.
So the record held by St Catherine's School in Toorak from 2019.
So again, these girls will need to learn how to pace this race because it is 200 metres.
Yeah, 200 metre freestyle relay.
So yeah, they can't just fully smash this race, but yeah.
And so in lane 0 we have Tintern Grammar, 1 Guthrie Primary School Shepparton, 2 Eltham East, 3 Lithogonia, 4 Templestowe, 5 Loretto Mandeville Hall, 6 Penley and Essendon Mooney Ponds, 7 Girton Grammar School, and 8 Ballarat and Clarendon College.
I've got to apologise here. I don't think it is a 200 metres. It's a 4x50.
Yeah. So it's 200 metres overall, but 4 swimmers to swim that 200
so we've
metres.
got a typo here, and it didn't look like they were doing 200, so apologies to all the viewers. So it is a 4x50. Got that clear now.
Let's try and pick up on the lead.
Oh
it is
dear.
Lane 6 in front at the moment. And it is Pegs. Penley and Essendon Grammar having a great swim at the moment. Closely followed by Templestowe. Is it Loretto? Loretto, actually, sorry.
And yeah, just the moment. It's going to be a close one here in this last 50 between 4 and 5. So Templestowe and Loretto. Oh, they're going to need a bit of power in their legs and arms, aren't they?
Yeah, this is looking like a close finish here.
Does Pegs have the legs to get them in front? It doesn't look like they do.
No, they're slowing down a bit. Templestowe
the last
Parker
15 metres.
zooming away.
Well, Templestowe would be really happy with that win, getting away from Loretto just in that final 25 metres. Very pleasing for them. 2:13.33. And then looking over at lane 0.
The outside lane.
Let's see Tintern Grammar. Let's check out their result. Up on the board. Waiting just for a moment here. This is anticipation.
It is. Usually it does take a bit of time. Maybe that might have been a quick changeover somewhere. Hopefully, yeah, someone's just looking like they're going to be disqualified. But we're waiting to see.
Stand by for start list with Dave. Go for start list.
We might not find out just now, but it was just more who was coming in third. I wasn't quite sure just there from hitting the wall. But definitely Templestowe in first and Loretto in second.
Well, the good news is no one was disqualified. You just want to, you hope that nobody gets disqualified because they've started early, so that's a good thing. But yeah, well done to Templestowe.
So yeah, start with the small wins. Was not disqualified.
Exactly.
And our last event of the day, up on the blocks ready to go, is the boys 12-13 4x50 freestyle relay. And the record's held by Scotch College back in 2016. So you will see in the boys' relays, they can have girls swimming in the boys' relays, but no boys are allowed to swim in the girls' relays, which is quite interesting, Ahmed. You might agree with me that at this age, sometimes the girls are quicker than the boys.
Can be. I'm sure Kate Campbell has beaten a few of the boys. She's
sure she has.
In the relay, so it's great to see that we are able to mix the athletes and the students together, so to get a relay. So it's fantastic.
So in lane 1 we have Skipton Primary School. In lane 2, St Paul's Anglican Grammar School in Warrigal. Lane 3, Penley and Essendon Grammar Mooney Ponds. Lane 4, St Kevin's College. Lane 5, Trinity Grammar School. Lane 6, Eltham College. Lane 7, Goulburn Valley Grammar School. And Lane 8, St Mary's Primary School in Echuca.
And who had a great start? It was St Mary's from Echuca just there, but dropping back just now, it's lane 4 taking the lead, and that is St. Kevin's just there being chased by Penley. So Pegs is in lane 3 at the moment, and just about the same times too, we've got Eltham College in 6 and be watching Goulburn Valley in 7.
So I'd be wanting Eltham College, my home club, to be doing well here. But St. Kev's with a commanding lead here.
Yeah, the St. Kevin boys broke the record in the medley relay earlier.
Wow, so these boys could be going for another record here. But anyone's grab for silver and bronze here. It's a great tight battle here. As you come into the final changeover.
You want to be watching your Eltham Ahmed in 6. They're speeding up a little bit. It's really going to come down to this final 50. St. Kevin's just into the water just now. And we want to be watching for silver and bronze. Lane 3 for Pegs, 5 for Trinity, and 6 for Eltham.
We're also going to be looking at the clock. 2:06.19 is the record. Let's see what these boys can do.
We're going to will them to break it.
Down to the last 10 metres. The record looks just a bit out of reach here, but anyhow, they got it.
No, missed it. Just by 0.06.
So close.
Yeah. So
with all that
Pegs for
excitement.
second and Trinity for third.
All that excitement, we just forgot about the minor medals. But fantastic swim by St. Kevin boys.
And I love the relays because it's just, a great team spirit by the schools. And also it's a really cool experience to be up on the podium collecting a medal with your friends.
With your friends.
With your teammates.
Classmates.
Yep.
Be another wonderful memory that they can share with one another as they graduate and so on. So it's great.
And that, my friends, is it.
Big thank you for having me again on the commentary team.
Oh, thank you for joining us. It's always lovely to have you, Ahmed.
Yeah, and I hope everybody enjoyed the live stream and getting behind all your students and swimmers who've done a fantastic job here with the primary school SSV. So
Definitely.
Well done.
Everyone should be really, really proud of themselves.
Yeah.
Thank you, Debbie and Ahmed. It was awesome.
Thank you for your company.
To bring this coverage to you from School Sport Victoria, our primary school state swimming championships. The results will be coming in very shortly once they're all calculated to see who is the champion. So we'll keep you updated on that, but otherwise thanks for having us, and we'll see you next time at the next School Sporting Victoria Championships, whether that be in the pool or on the land somewhere. We'll catch you then.
Thank you.
In third place, we have Tinton Breville. In second place, we have Loretto.
Thanks for your help today, much appreciated.
And our state champions for 2022 at Templestowe Park Primary School.
It's not a message and then someone to talk to me and go, what?
And we've just got a little bit of an update on those scores. We have some great news that everyone is a winner here. We're not calculating which school is the overall champion because everyone should be really proud of themselves, and it's all about participation at this young age. So we look forward to them joining us in the future for our secondary championships in the pool another time. But everyone's a winner for today, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in for the School Sport Victoria State Swimming Championships for our primary school kids.
That was the saying I kept between us. Everyone's not really a winner. That was just me joking.
Oh, no, but they are. That's how I would do it.
Get ready for the whirlwind of Dave to come in. Stop that.
Freestyle relay. In third place, we have medley and SSV. In second place, we have Trinity Grammar. And our state champions for 2022 are from St. Kevin's College.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude our program for today, a few thank yous. First of all, thank you to the Melbourne Sports and Aquatic Centre for hosting our state championships today. Also, a big thanks to the students of McRobertson Girls High School who filled a number of our positions today, volunteering their time. We also like to thank the other staff who have given their time today, and particularly the staff from being sports specialists. Also the technical staff from Swimming Victoria who came out today to officiate on our event. Last but not least, we would like to extend a thanks to the team from School Sport Victoria that have put the event on today, and we certainly hope that the students involved in the state championships today had a great and wonderful experience. Thanks to families and friends, spectators who come along today to support their swimmers, and we wish you all a safe travel home.